is you came back here on August 27th and you asked me to adjourn it to September 24 so he could pay.
Ma'am, I'm not too smart and I don't know. I've never done this before.
So for the case of David Wallow versus Michael Metcalf, case number 25C 2952.
Michael Metcalf.
Can you state your name, please, sir?
Me,
Yes, Mr.
David W. Wallow.
In this matter, we're here for a termination hearing today. Have the two of you talked? Have you worked anything out, or are we moving forward with the hearing?
No, I hardly ever see him. Sneaks in at night and leaves when I am around.
So are you requesting a
I've
hearing?
given you enough chances and everything.
Are you requesting to move forward with the hearing today, Mr. Wallow?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Metcalf, are you asking for a hearing today, sir? What do you want to do?
If we can't reach some type of resolution, then, please, we can move forward with the hearing. There are no other options, are there?
Nope, those are pretty much the options. You've had the opportunity to seek counsel. You told me that you were going to be hiring Blanchard and Walker, but I don't see them here.
I said that I had a consultation with them. And I mean, financially, Your Honor, I just wasn't able to pull that together.
All right. So, in this particular case, he's basically saying that you're on a month-to-month lease and that you haven't moved, although he told you you need to move. So what is your defense?
Well, I know that he put the notice in for court, and I have been making genuine efforts to try and pull together reliable employment to compensate him. And, as money has come in, it's just been really tough, Your Honor. I worked for the reopening at Hobbs Restaurant for 2 months.
I'm not, your ability to pay or lack of payment is not what we're discussing. I want to know whether you believe you have a right to still be there. Do you have a lease that I'm not aware of?
Oh, there is a lease. I mean, there is a lease document that we both signed, yes.
Where's that document at?
You should have that copy of that lease, Your Honor.
It would be saved in one of my email accounts, Your Honor. I didn't think that I would.
Hold on one second. Mr. Sand.
You should have a copy of that lease along with a letter I wrote saying my health condition, and I stapled it to that and I sent it last week, and they told me you had the letter, so I don't know. It's his lease is on that letter.
This is a lease that says he's paying $500 a month per month. It's
yes.
A 1 year lease. This is a month-to-month lease.
I know you don't even pay $500 a month.
Okay.
I got bills to pay, Your Honor.
I heard that, sir. All right. I'm going to be back to this in just one moment. Okay. I'm going to pass it. The court will recall the case of David Wallow versus Michael Metcalf. Case number 25C 2952. All right. I'm going to swear you all in again. Thank you. You both may lower your hands. So,
I apologize.
Mr. Wallow, this is your case. So the way it works is you start first. So, Mr. Wallow.
Yes, ma'am.
You filed this action here before the court, asking that the court evict Mr. Metcalf from your home.
Yeah, he supposedly wanted to rent a room from me because his mother lives here too. I got 2 rooms. I sort of rent out to roommates because I don't have enough money to pay my bills, and when these people don't pay, I'm getting behind my bills.
Mr. Wallow. So first of all, so both of you, here are the rules. If it's a yes or no question, please answer with the yes or no. Okay. If it requires more explanation, then you can give more explanation. If I ask for that, okay. If you don't understand the question, ask me to rephrase it. If you didn't hear the question, ask for me to repeat it. You filed an action to terminate the tenancy. Is that correct?
Yes.
You indicated that he's in possession of the basement room?
Yeah, I have a nice room in the basement with carpet, his own bathroom and everything. Finished basement, finished room.
Does it have an egress?
Yes, it does, ma'am. It does have an egress.
What's the egress?
That's the escape window if there's a fire. You gotta have a window to escape out of. It opens, I have to open up 5 feet, which it does. Because that regular company put it in.
All right.
Because in the basement, all you got those little windows, and you gotta have one window where the person can escape when there's a fire.
Okay, sir, I said okay.
And so I put that in.
So you can stop repeating that, okay? Request to terminate his tenancy, you indicated it's for non-payment of rent.
Right.
How much rent are you claiming he owes you?
Well, he had some company pay his
Sir,
rent for a year.
Sir,
Yes.
the question is simple. How much rent are you claiming that he still owes you? And I just want a number.
Oh, just 1,000, 2 months. But I want him out of my house because my girlfriend, she's scared of him and she had to move. She couldn't take it no more.
Hold on one second, please. Thank you. All right. I'm sorry. I had to talk to someone about how quickly we got to be out of this space for someone else to use it. All right. So, sir, now you're saying you want him out, so you filed a termination of tenancy, and initially you were saying you wanted him out because of rent, and now you're saying you just want to terminate the tenancy?
Yes, I don't care about the rent right now. I just want him out of my house because I'm not in too good a shape. And he scares me to death sometimes.
And you indicated that there is a lease.
Yeah, he wrote it up. I always have the people write up their own leases when they move in here for a roommate, and that way there's no questions asked.
And you
It's in his handwriting. You should have the papers. You should have the papers of that section in there.
And in this lease is basically 2 paragraphs. I, Michael Thorne Metcalf, hereby agree that I'm renting a 1-bedroom and bath, including TV and furnishings at the address. The monthly rent is $500.
Yeah.
Utilities, rent is due the first of the month. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so that
That's correct.
is a month-to-month lease?
Yes, that's what he wanted.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Metcalf?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your dispute with the facts? So, first of all, sir, do you acknowledge that he served you with the notice to quit? Let me
There's
finish my
inaccuracy
question.
on the date that.
Let me finish my question.
Yes, ma'am.
That he served you with the notice to quit on June 3rd, 2024?
I couldn't give you a specific date that the document would have been received by me, but I will say that I think some of the dates on that document were inaccurate. If you just look at them, and just for the record's sake, I think the year or something on there was not
Right, it says June 3rd, 2024.
right. And the month, it was like the month and the year, and it was just not the right date that was listed on there. I remember thinking that. So I made a payment of $300 to him, I think just 2 weeks ago. And while the first avenue of employment that I had didn't pan out for me, I have been working like as a privately hired by a family on the north side of town, by the golf course, just helping them do home reno and landscaping and stuff. So I have been trying to work regularly and was hoping to make another payment to him by the end of this week, or well, by the end of the weekend, really, because I work for them largely on the weekends and in the evenings.
I don't know if you indicated whether or not, or you heard whether or not he said he is not trying to get rent from you anymore. He wants you to leave.
I did hear that, but that was, that to me, that's news to me, because our understanding when I gave him the payment was that I was trying to make payments in excess of what I owed for rent to try and start paying back some of what I owed him. We had that discussion, and although there is nothing in writing, but we did talk about it. And I just want to comment and say that, he's him claiming that his girlfriend moved out because she's scared of me. Like she moved out because she's in hospice and went to a convalescent home. So I feel like he's just trying to misrepresent things a little bit to make it seem like that would be a, you know, suitable reason to kind of usher me out of here, which, you know, I take offense to that because I've always been nice to Dave. You know, I never invade his personal space. His bedroom and stuff, you know, is his, and he's explosive with his like anger, but like I do my best to keep the kitchen clean and communal areas like that, you know, free of debris and whatnot. And it just, I don't know, that seemed wrong. So I just felt like I needed to say something.
All right, so is there anything else that either one of you would like to say?
Just that you know, Your Honor, if this is going to result in, you know, me being told that I've got to leave, I just hope that I can have a little bit of time because, you know, knowing whether I'm getting money together for him or knowing whether I'm getting it together to try and find, you know, to make a down payment on a lease or just to get a room somewhere else. Like if it's like, you got to be out tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I will say that.
You would get 10 days to move if he were to win. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But this is the other problem. Mr. Wallow, I need for you to listen to me very closely. So
Say that again, ma'am.
I need for you to listen to me very closely.
Okay.
You filed an action to terminate well, let me ask one before I make my ruling. Mr. Metcalf, did you say you paid him some money since this matter was filed?
I did. I gave him $300 out of I worked at a restaurant for 2 weeks. It unfortunately was not a good fit, but I took the money from that paycheck and gave him the majority of that 2-week paycheck. You know, and as I said, I've been trying to, like, I just paid my phone bill and any cash that I have.
Mr. Metcalf?
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Did you pay him?
I answered your question. I did. Yes. Although I did. Yes.
Mr. Wallow, did you accept $300 from him, sir?
Yes, I did, but it's in my safe because rent's $500. I did tell him that.
So, Mr. Metcalf, you know, here's the thing. You filed an action to terminate his tenancy. Once you file an action to terminate tenancy, you can't accept rent. If you accept rent, it voids the actual termination for tenancy. So you got to decide which one you're doing. Either you
Well, that's why I kept it in my safe.
Stop talking over me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You need to decide whether you are going to accept money or you just want him out.
I want him out.
Well, you can't do that now because you've already voided this particular case. So if you file another case, first of all, it has to be because you don't have a lease. I can't give you legal advice. You have to file it properly. You didn't file it properly for so many reasons. You need to listen so you can try to get it right next time. So listen, okay?
Well, ma'am, I'm 76 and I'm in bad condition. I don't understand.
If you don't listen, he's going to be in your house forever. So you can be 85. You still have to listen.
I don't think I'll live that long, but okay.
Or you cannot listen, and I can just rule that you will.
I am listening to you, my honor.
Okay. So you got to file an action to terminate the tenancy based on the fact that you just want him out. Yes. And you got to file the paperwork properly. Your notice to quit that you served him, first of all, has the wrong year that you served him on, which we can rectify by you saying what year you served him on. We can fix that. But you can't give him a notice to move. If you serve it on June 3rd, 2025, you can't give him a notice to move by June 4th, 2025. You got to write the proper notice on there. He gets 30 days.
Yes.
So you got to do that properly. And then in your complaint, you got to say that you just want him to move because he doesn't have a lease. You can't say that you want to accept rent. You said this was for rent, and then you accepted rent from him. So you void the termination. You now have to start a new case. And in addition to that, what makes it so clear that that's what you did is you came back here on August 27th and you asked me to adjourn it to September 24 so he could pay. And then he paid. And so now you can't just file this action this way. You got to start over.
Oh, brother. Ma'am, I'm not too smart and I don't know. I've never done this before and I'm not very smart and I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Girlfriend died 2 years ago, my other girlfriend. Now I got a new one. She won't live here. She moved over there. Her clothes and everything are still here. I have to take her clothes over and shoot.
I'm really sorry about all of that. And I'm really sorry that you are where you are, but I can't not.
I can't help it.
You have to follow the law and you have to listen if you want to get it right.
In other words, you're trying to say I'm dumb, right?
Oh, God.
All
right.
Because, ma'am, I did the best I could.
Okay.
I'm not on D's and E's all through school. I've had 2 head-on injuries, and I'm doing the best I can. I got to have rent every month so I can pay my bills. That's why I got 2 roommates.
I understand.
Okay.
And I'm not saying any of
Thank
that.
you.
I'm just telling you what the law requires.
Yeah.
That's it. So if you didn't listen, I can't help you any further, sir. Good luck to both of you.